The way that we use libraries in higher education really has evolved in exciting ways over the last decades. And libraries, contrary to what many people may think, really are more important than ever in the academic and social lives of our students. In building a new library, what we're really doing is charting the course for the future of academic life here at Williams. Well, if you look at the old library, which was a wonderful library for its time, but hard to adapt to the new world that we live in, the emphasis is very much on individual study spaces. There are almost 400 individual carrels in the Sawyer Library, and students use them. But what there is very little of is opportunity for people to work together. And in fact, one of the things that we realized over the last decade is that to really make Sawyer what we need it to be would have been more expensive than the plan that we in fact are implementing, which involves the new academic buildings and the new library. So this is in fact a very cost-effective way of achieving what we need to achieve for the college. The architects who designed the new library also designed Hollander and Shapiro Halls, our new academic buildings, and both of those have LEED Gold certification. And similarly, we are certain that we'll have a significant LEED certification for the new library as well. There will be nice individual study spaces that students will be drawn to, and that's always going to be an important thing that goes on in the library. Students want to work around the books. But there's a heavy emphasis on group study spaces, a heavy emphasis on technology. We have the opportunity to bring both the Chapin collections, which are our wonderful rare books, and the New Center for Media Initiatives, which will collect all of our most forward-looking technological tools together in a single place and let them interact with each other and with the students. What makes Williams work is the fact that education is fundamentally a social activity. It's something that students do together. They do it together with each other. They do it with the faculty. And if you go into the Scal Library, which is humming with activity day and night, you see this in action. You see how students work together, how they're drawn to the group study spaces, and how even when they're working alone, that's something that they want to do with each other. What I would like us to do, and what we'll be able to do in the new library, is to have that experience for Divisions 1 and 2 in the new Sawyer that students in Divisions 3 already have in Scal. The ability to work together, the ability to do things as a community and not just individually. We'll have a beautiful quadrangle flanked by Hollander and Shapiro Halls to the north and south, Chapin to the north as well, the Sawyer Library and Stetson on one end, and Peresky on the other end. And it will be a new heart for the campus. It will be a Division 1 and 2 center that balances the science quadrangle on the south side of the campus. And I think for the first time in a long time, Williams will have a kind of logic to the layout of the campus that will make it legible, navigable, and will put these two academic hearts at the very center of the student experience of the campus. If it were simply about reading books and getting into the student's head what was in those books, they wouldn't need to come to Williams at all. They come to Williams for the interactions, and that's what the new library is about.